Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Shawnee and we are Glitzy Stitches Home DIY. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be taking part in the What Month Is It challenge. It's hosted by my friend Tami of Happiness Created. Today Tami's co-hosts are Jelena of the Blondie Next Door, Christine of DIY Craftaholic, and our special guest host today is Annie of Indiana Jones. I'll have each of their channel links listed in my description box below, as well as a link to the playlist. How we're going to start today is I have this vase from the Dollar Tree. Now, this vase is one of the shorter vases. They do have the taller ones as well. They're about that tall, I'd say. But this is the smaller vase. It's a green briar product. And what we're going to do is I have this piece of cardstock paper, and I'm going to simply wrap it right around our vase, right in the center. It doesn't have to be perfect. Right like that. I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to glue it around here at all. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put our paper down like so. I'm going to take some hot glue and run it. I do want it straight. Take some hot glue and run it right here, along here. I am going to run a little bit right here as well. We want to make sure our paper is centered, as tight as you can possibly get it. And now that we have our paper on, Daisy is the flower of the month for the month of April. I want to take the ribbon. Now, I purchased this ribbon at Hobby Lobby. It came in a pack of 4. I want to go ahead and I want to start this where the crease to our paper is as well. Just like that. So we're going to go ahead, add some hot glue. Lay our ribbon down. And on my first row, I always go around all the way with my hot glue. And we put our ribbon together with our hot glue. We want to fold to the left. Okay, you want to put a dab of hot glue right there. Little dab of hot glue. You want to fold to the left, and again, you may want your finger protectors for this. Okay, just like that. And then we're simply going to add another dab of hot glue right here at this point, and we're going to come back down and we're going to fold it this way, right on top of that seam. What we're doing here is we're making a pattern. A little more hot glue right here. We're going to go right on top of the first row of the row. Just like that. And we're making that little pattern right there. Okay. I'm going to go around one more time and I'll show you once again. Okay, I angled in a little closer with my camera. What we're going to do, we're at the end of the second row. I'm going to dab it with a little bit of hot glue right here. We're going to fold it over to the left, just like so. Just like that. I have my little spatula here, and if you need to add more glue, you can. Okay, now we're going to add another dab of hot glue right on top of that. Okay, we're going to come over and we're going to fold it just like this, right on top of we're going to keep going right on top of that line. So the bottom part of our ribbon is going to go on the top part of the previous row, if that makes sense. Just like that. And it develops this really, really pretty little pattern. So cute. Just like that. There we go. Just like that. I think that is so pretty. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go up with this, probably another 2 rows. Actually, 1 more row. We're going to go 1 more row up. I'm going to simply finish off my pattern, guys, by cutting it on an angle. Just like so. Beautiful. Super happy with the way this turned out. Okay, just like that. Okay, and what I'm going to do to cover our crease, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this pattern all the way up our vase. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with our blunt cut just like so, and I'm going to put it right on the seam where our paper started, right here, just like so. Okay. Give her a nice blunt cut there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to slant this. First, I'm going to put a dab of hot glue. I'm going to slant this way to the left. Again, if you want your finger protectors, by all means, use them. Okay, I'm going to come back. I'm going to put a dab of hot glue up here in this corner, in our left corner up there. Just a little dab of hot glue. I'm going to come back down like so. Okay. Till that cools. It's a little tedious, guys. It takes a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. I like this pattern. Okay, now we're going to take another little bit of hot glue right here. Just another little bit. Okay. Bend. I'm sorry, guys. Fold back up. Right like this. Press down. Okay, I'm going to finish this all the way up our seam. Be right back. Finish this top off. We're going to go ahead and we're going to run jute the rest of the way, mainly because I'm almost out of ribbon, but I have a solution for that, and I hope it looks okay. I do believe it will. What we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw a bead of hot glue right here. Okay, just a little bit of hot glue to get us started with our jute. Okay. It dries really, really fast on the glass too, guys. The hot glue does. So, just like that. See, it dries real fast. So we want to go ahead and we want to get that started. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go around all the way to the top. So with our jute, we're going to stop right here, right below where we've been stopping with our seam. We're going to add just a dab of hot glue like this. Okay, and I'm going to carry this right through, just like that. Nice and tight. It does not even matter about the big blob of hot glue because we're going to cover that puppy right up. Okay, just like that. I think this is gorgeous. It's turned out really, really better. So much better than I expected. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this off. Just like that. All right, now I'm going to continue on with our pattern. Okay. Go here like this. We're going to go ahead, dot hot glue, fold it over like so, just like that on an angle. Got to remember to keep that angle. Here we go. Again, we're going to go like this, over this way, right here. And to finish it off, we'll go ahead, get as even as we can down here and just do that. Okay. Oh, I think that's gorgeous. All right, we're going to go ahead and finish this off just like this. Okay, we're gonna, there we go. I love that look. I absolutely love it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut it off because we're going to put a little bow right here. Cut it off just like that. I love that pattern, guys. Let me see. Get over here. There we go. I love that pattern. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get a little daisy and see what it'll look like right there. We might go ahead and go with our bow. I'll try both ways. Be right back. So I made the decision. I'm going to definitely go with our little bow here. Now, I made this just by doing the awareness ribbon and tying the elastic in the center. It's just an elastic from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hot glue this right to the center right here. Okay, just like so on our piece. We have it, our little daisy vase, and I've just added some daisies to this, guys. I think this turned out absolutely adorable. I love this pattern I created. I am really, really liking that, and I'll definitely be using it in the future. It covered up the seams perfectly. Okay, and on to DIY number 2. And for DIY number 2, what we want to do first, guys, is I want to score my paper. This is a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. First of all, we need to take 2 inches off of this paper because we're going to be working for our main bag with a 12 by 10 sheet of our paper. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cut this off, and this is daisy paper, and it's the same on on all sides, so the pattern is the same, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this down to 10 inches right here, just like so. Okay, and this is perfect for our bag handles. So now we're going to take this and we're going to cut this down to 1 inch, right at the 1 inch mark. And that's the exact size we need for our handles for our bag. Okay, now we're going to get our scorer. You can go ahead and you can use a ruler and pencil with this. That works out absolutely fine, and just fold it on your ruled marks. Okay, now what we're going to do is this is going to be scored at 1, 4 3/4, 7 1/2, and 11. Okay, we're going to make 1 turn, and we're going to score this at 2 1/2. These are all inch marks. Then we're going to do 1 2 turns, and we're going to score this at 2 1/2 once again. Okay. Set this aside. And on the bottom 2 rectangles that you have, you want to totally remove your scores. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up to the first score that you made. You're going to turn your paper and you're going to cut that one out as well. Do the same thing on the opposite end. Go straight to your score line, no further, and there we go. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go to the middle of the 12-inch section, your center section. You're going to score this all the way up to your first score line there. Okay. And now what we want to do is you want to angle this. So you're just going to make a long triangle, just slightly, very, very slightly. It just helps it to lay better. And again, you're going to repeat that on this side. Just like so. Okay. And you also want to go ahead and you want to cut this down a bit. I usually try to go right in the center or a little below that mark. And we're going to do the same thing on the opposite 12-inch side. Just like so. We're going to go ahead again and do our rectangles, or our triangles, excuse me. This is a quick and easy little bag, and you can just put so many things in these. They're so versatile. I just love them. They make awesome gifts. Okay, there we go. Now, what we want to do is we want to make sure we want to fold each of our scores at this point. That's what I like to do. If I don't do this, I usually forget a score. So, okay, let's fold them all right on those lines. We'll come back and bone fold them. I just want them to where they will lay really nice. Just like so. Also use wood glue on occasion. I'm going to use my lanes today. And also you can use the alligator glue. You can use Gorilla Glue on this. You can use a school glue. A school glue you may have to let dry a little bit longer. I find the Lane's Tacky Glue, I really, really like this. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start on the end where we cut out our rectangles. Okay, and we're going to fold each flap down. We're going to fold this flap down here, free that up. Okay, I'm going to fold this over, and we are going to use our bone folder to make sure that is nice and secure. Okay. We're going to go on the opposite end, and we're going to do the same thing down here. Make sure you're nice and creased. And we want to go ahead and we want to glue this down. It doesn't take much glue, just like so. Okay, turning and working back on this end. You want to turn your, you want to fold up your middle flap, add a little bit of glue to that. Like so. Okay, now you can bring this right up like so. You want this nice and even. Okay, you want them nice and even on your base. Okay, I'm going to turn it like this. Take my bone folder and make sure that's laid down really, really well, just like so. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. We're going to fold our center up. We're going to take our glue just like so. Okay, we are going to make sure that it is nice and even. Okay, I'm going to bring this up like so. Take our bone folder in there and fold it nice and even. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to bring this side up. Okay. First, we want to glue the entire side. Use a 5 by 2.5 inch sheet. I just cut it to 5 by 2.5 inches, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that right down in there, just like so. I didn't even glue this, guys. This will stay nice and secure. Fits perfectly. Okay. And for our handles, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use a different paper with daisies that matches very well. In fact, it's the one we were going to use in the first place for our bag, and I just changed my mind. I like this one much better this way. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to mark these at 1/4 inch just on one side. Just on one side. And again, if you do not have a scoring board, you can use a pencil and ruler and just fold on your lines. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to just fold this over on our score lines. So, go ahead and score this down. Just like so. There we go, just like that. Same on this side. Now, for this other side, what we want to do is we want to make sure and fold it to the crease of the other paper, just like that. So all you have to make sure of is that it's folded to the crease of your paper, that the side that you scored. A dial, and I've made 4 holes, and I've went down 1.5 centimeters. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do for this, so they'll match up. 1.5 centimeters. On each handle, on each end. It looks absolutely fabulous. We're going to take our eyelets. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put our eyelets on, just like so. And voila, there we go. These beautiful, beautiful handles. These look amazing. And there we go. I think this is absolutely adorable. Now let's add our embellishments. So, the birthstone of April is diamond. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some of the diamond, or let's say rhinestone, ribbon on the front of our bag here, right here, just like so. About right there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. Just like that. I think that's pretty. We'll do it on both sides. We have our rhinestones on each side. Now I find this to be absolutely adorable. But what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add our pink daisy right there. And I think that's just going to make this bag so stinking cute. Okay, guys, here we go. A lot of hot glue. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to add it right there. Oh my goodness. How stinking cute is that? I love this. Here we go. Just going to hold it for a second. Adorable. I think this is so cute. Okay, and on to DIY number 3. DIY number 3, I've taken this frame that I purchased at Goodwill that had this fresh apple sign in it. I'm just going to turn this over. I've removed it from the back. Simple, easy project. I'm going to take this daisy paper, just like so. I'm going to literally just cut the line off where it should be. Like so. I'm going to draw the line I'm going to cut it off at that line. There we go, just like that. Okay. I love daisies. They're so pretty. My dad used to call them posies. We're going to take the back of our apple sign. Get our Aleene's tacky, or you could use wood glue. You can use hot glue for this, but you would definitely need to get those bumps out of there, guys, with the hot glue. I'm going to go ahead and do that with our Aleene's anyway, just like so. You just do not want all those bumps in your piece. Okay, just like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, put this right on here like so. Perfect. Beautiful. If you want to roll this out with your brayer, you can. Get it nice and smooth. Okay, I'm going to turn this around like so. We're going to replace this right back in our piece. This is awesome. This is so sturdy, you guys. And it already has the hanger on it, so that's perfect for this project. Okay. Just like so. Okay, turn this around. Isn't that adorable? I think that's so pretty. Now, what we're going to do is I have the word inspire from my die cut wood pieces. Okay, it matches the frame to a T. I'm going to eyeball this, guys, and hopefully I can get it right and good in the center because it matches so well. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Try right there. Perfect. All right. I absolutely adore this. Now let me see. I was going to try to maybe put a daisy over here in the corner. And that's it for this one, guys. I think this turned out absolutely adorable. And I want to thank our hosts, our co-hosts, and our special guest host today for allowing me to be a part of this awesome challenge. And if you like what you've seen today, go ahead and give me a great big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell next to your subscription and you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. I can also be found on Instagram and Facebook at Glitzy Stitches Home DIY. Thank you again for joining me today and have a blessed day. Bye.